Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome to part 1 of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. If I seem a little bummed out, I might be, and you guys will see why in a sec. But yeah, let's get started. And yeah, this is actually kind of exciting for me. I've tried playing through Gen 5 3 or 4 times, and I never actually managed to finish the games. They're just too boring. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm sorry if you guys want to hear the professor talk, but I don't. So we're not going to. Yeah, so if you were unaware, the Gridlocke completed on Friday I think. And I was gonna wait to start recording, and then I realized I had Memorial Day plans, and so yeah, decided today would probably be the best day to start. So if like that's why I'm like not really prepared. I felt really good about the layout I made, and then I put everything in it, and oh my god. So we're gonna say it was a design choice, okay guys? I didn't goof by putting in the gaps for the screen being too big. That wasn't a goof. That was intentional, okay? It was all intentional, I promise. It just looks really horrible, and that's just how it goes sometimes, guys. No, this is not a randomized Nuzlocke. No, this is not a Soul Link, as evident by the fact I'm here alone. It's not a Gridlocke, as evident by the title right over there. And it's not a Mudlock. It is a Nuzlocke. I'm sorry if that bums you guys out. Really, after doing the Gridlocke, I wanted to do a Nuzlocke, just a regular Nuzlocke for once. Because Gridlocke just mentally took a lot out of you. And then on top of that, it was so much grinding, guys. I am all grinded out. Hopefully a regular Nuzlocke, even if it is crappy Gen 5, won't do that to me. And when I say crappy Gen 5, I don't mean that like Gen 5 is actually bad. It's just not fun. It has its downsides. Hopefully before we go to the box, we get to look at our trainer ID number. If not, I'm gonna be super bummed out, because that's how I always figured out what starter to go with when a normal Nuzlocke. So yeah, I go first. Okay, yeah, okay, I can open my trainer ID before I click it, because I don't want you guys thinking, oh, he picked whatever he wanted. The way I do it is the last number on the trainer ID correlates to what starter you get. So if it's 1, actually I could do it like this. If it's 1, 2, or 3, it's the grass starter. If it's 4, 5, 6, it's the fire starter. And if it's 7, 8, 9, it's the water starter. And if it's 0, I was about to do 10. If it's 0, I just make a selection based off of what I want. And I think that's the fairest way to do it. I mean, being as they're just regular gym leaders. Do I click down here to figure it out? Can we flip it over, maybe? Not that I'm disappointed that I got an 8, but I'm kind of disappointed I got the 8, to be honest. When I played through it the first time, I used Oshawott. But yeah, that's what it means. It means we're going to use the Oshawott. The only exception I ever made, not that I ever made it, but I would have made it if it was relevant, is a Shiny Claws. And none of them look shiny. So, well. But yeah, I go with Shiny Claws for everything. I don't care. I'm sorry. Shinies still excite me, even though I'm at like 8 now, I think. If this is your first time on this channel, I am Mudluck50, it's evident by the little title down there. Yeah, I've been doing YouTube for way too long, for as little as YouTube has given me for as little as YouTube has offered me, I guess. I don't know, guys. But yeah, so we're just gonna do these battles real fast. I know I technically should be reading the dialogue here, and you guys probably want that. And I just don't care to read the dialogue. The beginning of the games are always so boring, and Gen 5 is really the worst culprit for it. The even sadder thing is I was playing Gen 5 not too long ago. Like, legit I set up my team, I looked up where to get them all and everything, I put the list together, and then I never actually continued playing. One of my favorite Gen 5 memories, and favorite should go in air quotes, but one of my favorite Gen 5 memories is when they first came out, and goodness, the games might have been out for, what, I can't remember what year they came out. Was it like 2010? I mean, it had to have been, because, no, it had to be like 2012 maybe. And I was playing in bed, and I fell asleep while playing. And when I woke up, because the DS literally like slapped me in the face. When I finally did wake up, my head was pounding, and I lost all the data I had acquired, which, if I remember correctly, I made it through Chargestone Cave, and I was done. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And I never meant to just never pick it back up, but it's kinda how it played out. So Gen 5 has always kinda held a negative space in my mind, and not for the reason most people have, or at least it seems like they have. Because whenever I hear people complain about Gen 5, they're like, oh, the Pokemon suck. And I will defend the Gen 5 Pokemon literally until I die. Because there are cooler Gen 5 Pokemon than in a lot of other gens. A lot of other gens. I mean, Gen 5 had to create a lot. And, you know, it's not that it came up with bad things. It just wasn't, you know, up to snuff because there was garbage. There was snow, or the ice thing, the crystal. There was ice cream, a chandelier. And my argument has always been, guys, Gen 1 had a ball. It didn't even have one, it had two. Well, actually, technically it had three, because you had Voltorb, you had Electrode, you had Coughing. You had things like Seal. What is Seal based off of, guys? Oh, that's right. Seal is based off of a seal. That's super creative. Okay? What is Krabby? Oh, it's a crab. Okay? What did it evolve into? Oh, a bigger crab. So I will defend Gen 5 forever. Okay? No Gen didn't have stinkers. Gen 3 had Love Disc, and Gen 3 is my favorite. It also had freaking Cast Form. There are a lot of bad Pokemon, okay? A lot of them. Doesn't take very long to think of them. And that's not even mentioning forgettable Pokemon. If you want to look at those, you know, every gen has those. Okay, I can't think of them right now because they're forgettable. But then you look at it and freaking, if you seriously want to do it fair, you'd have to look at the good Pokemon, not just the bad ones. And the way I look at it is, like, what is the coolest Gen 2 Pokemon? Tyranitar? Alligator? Yeah. Think about that, guys. There aren't many cool Gen 2 Pokemon. Gen 5, you have Excadrill, you have Sigilyph, you have Volcarona. Chandelure is actually one of my top 6. Don't know why it took me so long to come up with it. Gen 5 has good Pokemon. It has more good Pokemon than it does bad, okay? So, I don't hate Gen 5 for that reason. And I think it's silly. I was going to say stupid, but it's not stupid. It's silly that people hate Gen 5 for the crappy Pokemon. Now, the thing I don't like Gen 5 for is the leveling up system, okay? Because I absolutely hate with, like, every fiber of my being how leveling up works in Gen 5. It ruined Gen 5 for me. And if you don't know what I mean, like, if you go and you battle a level 2 Zigzagoon, okay, and you're level 6, let's say you get 10 experience. When you level up, now it's only going to give you 8. How is that fair? It's double jeopardy, and I've never been a fan of that. Sorry guys, I really don't actually know where I'm going. I should have probably been reading, just for my sake. Oh look, there's Sharon, okay. But like, it's double jeopardy. And oh okay, she's going to her house. It's double jeopardy, and it makes grinding a literal pain in the tuchus. And I'm just not a fan of it. It's pointless, it's aggravating, it's basically fluff. It's designed so that way you can't go through the game with one Pokemon, because sooner or later you'll stop leveling up, and you won't be ridiculously over-leveled like you would normally be. And that's just silly to me. If I want to go through a Pokemon game with one Pokemon, I should be able to. And honestly, Gen 5 was so bad for me in that regard that even though I had both of the Gen 5 games, the original and the sequel, I never finished them until after X and Y came out. Because X and Y were so good that I was willing to look past it, to go back to see the cool Pokemon that I missed out on because of the leveling up system. Gen 5 is okay. It's not garbage, but they could have actually made it good, to be honest. They could have. I should have been thinking of a nickname for my Oshawott, but instead I was rambling. Let's see. What would be an Oshawott? You know what I'm going to do? So I know my buddy Greg at work has subscribed to the channel. He watched one of the videos at work. He wrote me a note that said, "Shucky ducky quack quack." Real quiet round of applause there. Don't want to bust you guys' eardrums. So Greg, you will be my starter Pokemon, being as Ray was my starter in the last playthrough. So, Greg, if you're watching this far, which you should be, I don't know why you'd stop, comment so that way I can figure out what your YouTube channel is and I can subscribe. But yeah, Gen 5's okay. It's got its negatives, it's got its positives. Do I think it's the best gen? Not even close. It's Gen 3 in terms of Ruby Sapphire. We're talking about the best games, it's Gen 4. And I don't think an argument can be made otherwise. Maybe you can argue Gen 1 is the best because it's the original, and wow, you're so smart. But you think Babe Ruth's the best baseball player, and Michael Jordan's the best basketball player, and the Beatles are the best rock band. I know. But I respect when people have a little bit of counterculture opinions here. So, actually, a good thing to do would be to comment below your favorite gen of Pokemon. And when I say gen, I don't mean everything involved. I just mean out of like Red, Blue, Gold, Silver, Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond, Pearl, Black, White, XY, Sun, Moon, or the sequels, if those are the best you think. Because I'll always lean towards Gen 3. Gen 3 was when I really got into Pokemon. I remember being a thing in Gen 1. I remember reading the Crystal Handbook all the time when I was in school. I enjoyed Gen 3 more, and I think I was finally at the age where it could actually mean something. I mentioned it before, I'm a 94 baby. I know, that was a long time ago. Not really, but, yeah. But Gen 3 would have came out when I was, what, like 8? Gen 1 would have came out when I was 4. So I've never had the Gen 1er-ness in me. Gen 1's aight. I'm not saying it's bad. That's not my favorite. My favorite... We're talking about favorite game overall. It would be Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They're, without a doubt, the most complete Pokemon games. There's so much crap to do. And they're so complete. Now, you make an argument for X and Y. I really enjoy those. They're the only gen I've ever cared about competitive battling for. But yeah, did we get Pokeballs yet? I don't think we did. Okay, I think we get the tutorial right up here. Which means we'll be able to catch our first Pokemon. And I don't know if there's another route we can get to today, because I think there's the... Plasma? Wait. Grams. Galactic's Gen 4. Rocket is Gen 1 and 2. A and M are Gen 3. So it's Plasma or... It's Plasma, right? Because not Flare. Flare's Gen 6. I don't know, guys. I'm blanking. One thing I don't like about doing a regular Nuzlocke is I know this encounter's probably going to be kind of booty. But, you know, it's whatever, guys. I needed this. I really did. Just a break of pace. That way I'm not doing, you know, randomized Nuzlocks all the time and losing my mind and always thinking crazy encounters are coming when they're not. If you're wondering when I'm recording this, because you can see 9:56 down there is actually an NBA playoffs game going on right now. I saw the score. Celtics were winning by like 8. And I was like, okay. It's time to record. I'm sure it'll be okay. I don't really care either way. I just don't want to see it be the Warriors Cavs again. So the Celtics win, okay, whatever, they're going to get ghetto stomped. It's not going to be fun to watch. But if the Rockets win and the Cavs win, I'm okay with that, because I think that has a chance of being the most interesting game. Like, series, not game, but, whatever. Did she give us our... Okay, she's giving us our Pokeballs now. And I don't know how long we've been recording for. I'm going to push to get 2 encounters done in this episode, because that'd be cool. But there's also the Team Plasma dialogue. Gets us talks for a long time. So that's what's waiting for us. I still can't believe I messed up. I literally sit there with a calculator, like doing calculations, and I didn't look to see what the size of the screen was. And the sad thing is, I legitimately had it in a notepad. Like, this is what the sizes for everything are. So did we get our Pokeballs? Yes, we did. Which means our Nuzlocke has officially began. Am I worried? You could say... Well, let's not even play coy. I am very nervous. I don't think we can go to Route 17 yet, because I think you need Surf or a Rod. So in theory, we can make a Route 2 encounter as well. And the next part, we can actually go through Route 2. And then, can we do the Dream Yard at that point? I don't know. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. And I must say, doing a Gridlocke on Gen 5, I think is impossible. Because you get no encounters at all. Every town is the next town. So our first encounter on this route is Patrat. Yeah. It's a Patrat. Yeah, I don't even know how to feel about that. I've never actually used a Patrat. When I played through Gen 5 the first time, my team did not feature a Patrat, believe it or not. So, I like how it'll still tell me what the charge is on my DS. Like, look, my computer's not about to die. Maybe that's because it's plugged into the wall. But yeah, we probably will catch... Yeah, we caught the Patrat. I wasn't too concerned. Yeah, I haven't really cared about Patrat before. I mean, he's no Bidoof. He's no Zigzagoon, because Zigzagoon got pickup. But, you know, a Patrat could be cool. And, what should we name our Patrat? We'll go Legacy name. And when Tim and I were going to do our first Nuzlocke together, we originally did Gen 5. So, he caught a Patrat and named it MatPat. So it's MatPat the Patrat. which, you know, it's clever, I guess. You know, it's humorous. We don't have running shoes yet. Actually, let's try to level up. Okay, just nothing's gonna pop out, so whatever. Sure, why not? It's a Nuzlocke, I can only have 2. Okay, I don't care, guys. I hate the beginning of Pokemon games. They're so freaking long. It's like, why don't they treat it like, I think it was Coliseum. Like you start the game, you're level 25, and it's like, oh, cool. You know, I can just do things. I want to say there's an item down here, I think. Oh well. Oh well, guys. Don't care. We're just gonna go use the Poke Center. That way we can make the encounter on the next route, I think. And then that way off screen I can grind. Yeah, well, that'll be okay. I do like how Gen 5 started putting the Pokemart in the Poke Center. It's just straight genius. It really is. Because you figure in older gens, you always have to find the Pokemart and the Poke Center. Oh, I wonder how many times she had made that dialogue before I realized, oh, I gotta talk to the Nurse Joy. Yeah, it's whatever. Not that embarrassing. Sorry. Yeah, so Pokemon have been healed. That's the PC. I don't care. Still don't care. Yeah, it's surprising. I don't think I'm going to start reading dialogue until after we get our first badge. I think that's the rule I'll set up. Maybe forever, because this is ridiculous, too much dialogue. We would be on episode 2 if I decided I was going to read dialogue. Think about that, guys. That's just filler. That is straight just filler. But then again, I guess this is all filler too. Okay. Now let's buy some Pokeballs. 10, so we can get the Premier Ball. Always, always, always. I forgot to... Yeah, I probably will come again. Not to you, but to some other shop. Options... Text speed fast. Oh, that's gonna be so much better. Especially being as Getz is about to do a really long dialogue. I think we have a battle with N. And then we'll go make an encounter. And then I'll grind off screen. Maybe to like level 8. I don't know. I don't really know what level the trainers are on this route. On Route 2, I guess I should say. So, I guess story time would be a decent idea right now. So, when Tim and I played through this, he made the encounter. He called it the Pat Rat, right? He accidentally, I think he made his second encounter, and went and battled a trainer on that route. And he was severely underleveled and thought he was going to switch train. And I want to say it was his Pat Rat died. It might have just been his Pat Rat. But it got blown back. And right at that point, I was like, yeah, let's do Gen 3 instead. So if you're ever on the Don's Gaming channel and go, wow, you know, look at how nice this Gen 3 Nuzlocke was. Could have been Gen 5. But it wouldn't have been. Because we were going to lose. We were definitely going to lose. But your host, Mudlub50, saved the day. Yeah, N's gonna talk a lot. He's gonna battle us. Okay, send out your Purloin. Oh god, we're already underleveled. Guys, we're already underleveled. I should check to see if we have a potion. Oh, Purloin's weak. But I should still check to see if we have a potion. We do not. Okay. Because if we did, I would tail whip a few times, lower Purloin's defense. You know, play it a little smart. But you know, we can do it like this, I guess. Oh good, it has growl, so it'll do less damage. Cool. Ugh, I hate battles like this. Because there's like nothing ever to say, it's just tackle, 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 tackle. Yeah, so we bodied him pretty quickly. It does raise the question of what level will the trainers on the next route be, but I'm not too concerned. Maybe what we'll do is we'll preview battle a trainer, we'll heal, catch Pokemon, maybe heal again, and then preview battle the trainer and see what level they're at. Because I can't imagine they're higher than N is. Can't really imagine that. Because if so, I should be able to grind like level 8 and just call it a day. But if they're higher than N, then maybe I should go to like 10. Because I know the gym leader, I think, are they all guys? I can't remember. But I know one of their aces is 14. Which reminds me, we also get one of the monkeys. Pansage, Pampor, and Panchar? I don't think that's right. But, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. More story. This is ridiculous. Oh, this is when she gives us the running shoes? Now imagine you're doing a Nuzlocke of this with a friend who barely plays Pokemon. You can see why all the story was getting old, and then looking ahead and seeing we were gonna have to battle the gym with a team we had set up would be scary. So our first encounter on Route 2 is Pet Rat, but because of Doobs, we do not have to catch it. Oh, thank God. We already have a Pet Rat, guys. We don't need two. So, but I think Tim had ran up here and then saw the grass. Well, saw the trainer and was like, oh, cool, if I battle this trainer, I can jump down and I'll be done. And because I think I was going to end the part at that point. I think. I don't know, I haven't watched back the video. I think that was the idea, though, was that we were going to make this encounter and then the video was going to end. And then he got blown back. So, it's a Purloin. In reality, I'm not happy. Oh, good, we got a crit. Now the question is, how long is this route? Because I would really like to make a third encounter. But it looks like that might not be a good idea. So let's battle this trainer to a level he's at, and then end the video on that. So, not too bad for the first video. Yeah, it sucks we blew back that Purloin. That Purloin was weak. Like, really weak. Yeah, so level 7. So we should be able to grind like level... Well, I guess we'll grind the 9. Being as Greg will already be at level 9. But, yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate all of those things. If you do all of them, that'd be super wavy. But, you know, any of them will help. I mean, you already watched all the videos, so watch retention has gone up. So, you know, you're helping me out big time with that. But, you know, knowing how these things go, the only people who are watching this all the way through is nobody. So prove me wrong. Comment, tell me you made it. Because I would really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. But yeah, that's about all I have. So maybe I'll go to level 10, being it's already halfway there. But yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out, home skillets.